Hello everyone. Myself Vahita, Assistant Professor of CSE Department from Rohini College of Engineering and Technology. I am here to discuss a few topics about mobile computing. So here we are going to deal with Unit 4, that is Mobile Transport and Application Layer. In that, the topic Mobile TCP is discussed here. So the objective of this learning this topic is to know about the concepts of mobile TCP. So first we have to know what is mobile TCP. For that we have to understand about the traditional TCP improvements. So there are several mechanisms of the transmission control protocol, that is TCP, that influence the efficiency of TCP in a mobile environment. So the improvements made in traditional TCP are slow start, congestion avoidance, fast retransmit or fast recovery. Okay, so these are the improvements made in the initial stages of the networks, that is wired networks. So now let us see about the classical TCP improvements for the wireless network. So mechanisms to increase the TCP's performance in wireless and mobile environments are indirect TCP, that we call it as ITCP, snooping TCP we call it as STCP, mobile TCP we'll call it as MTCP, fast retransmit or fast recovery, transmission or timeout freezing, selective retransmission, and transaction oriented TCP which we call it as TTCP. Now let us see about mobile TCP or MTCP. So the ITCP and STCP, that is indirect TCP and snooping TCP, does not work well when if the mobile host is disconnected. So the MTCP, that is mobile TCP, has the same goals as the indirect TCP and snooping TCP. So the goals of MTCP. So let us see about the goals. Prevent the sender window from shrinking if the bit errors or disconnection is happening. Then improve overall throughput, lower the delay, maintain the end-to-end semantics of TCP, provide a more efficient handover adapted to the problems arising from lengthy or frequent disconnections. Okay, so the MTCP splits up the connection into two parts, that is an unmodified TCP which is used on the standard host supervisory host section, and optimized TCP is used on the supervisory host and the mobile host section. Okay, so the supervisory host, that is SH, is responsible for exchanging the data to both the standard host and the mobile host. In this approach, we assume that the error bit rate is less as compared to other wireless links. So, if any packet is lost, the retransmission has to occur from the sender and not from the standardized host. Okay, so this is given by the split up connections of the MTCP. So, this is shown in the figure which is following. Okay, so here consider this diagram. We have mobile host MH, supervisory host SH, and standard host. So that is divided. So this is supervisory host and standard host is wired internet, and it is optimized TCP, and the right side one is unmodified TCP. Now let us see about the disadvantages of mobile TCP. The standard host does not act as a proxy. The MTCP assumes low bit error rates, which is not always a valid assumption. So it requires a new network element like the bandwidth manager. So these are the disadvantages of mobile TCP. So considering the advantages of mobile TCP, the MTCP maintains the TCP end-to-end semantics. So if the mobile host is disconnected, it avoids the useless retransmissions, slow starts, or breaking connections by simply shrinking the sender's window to 0. The MTCP does not buffer the data, so no forwarding happens. So these are all the advantages of the mobile TCP. And now let us see about the questions that can be asked. So these are the two questions that can be asked. Thank you.